Hey guys, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Sunday the 29th. We actually have the sun out now. I worked last night, and so when I got out of work this morning at 7, it was 18 degrees, so it was pretty chilly. But the sun's out now. Everything that snow that had come down is all melted off again, so that's a good thing. I want to talk about, it's like after this whole thing with this plane crash of this co-pilot crashing that plane into the Swiss Alps over there. That he had issues in the past, and he hid him from his employer and ended up getting hired, and and then he decides to commit suicide and take 150 innocent people with him. And I want to correlate that with in a worst case scenario situation, and to me, weak-minded people are just not going to make it. I mean, if something goes wrong with this world the way we know it for whatever reason, and there are so many different scenarios, I don't even want to begin to start, using any one certain scenario, but if things go bad in a hurry, weak-minded people are done. I mean, it's like, they're so pacified now with drugs and everything else, and just being coddled and handheld, because that's the way our society is today. I mean, we don't even encourage winning in our society today. I mean, I was talking to somebody, and I don't remember who it was, and they were saying that it might have been Fred down in Virginia, I think, actually, to be honest with you, and we were talking about that his niece was in a tournament or something, and he was asking her if she'd come home with a trophy. And he says, "Oh, did you win?" And she goes, "No." She goes, "I came in seventh place. Their team did." And you get a trophy for coming in seventh place? That's ridiculous, But so you get your participation trophy. Well, that's ridiculous. First, second, and third. That's who should get trophies. And of course, first being the largest trophy, second a little smaller, and then third smaller still. Maybe a participation certificate that you participated, but not getting a trophy for coming in seventh place. That's insane. So it's like I know I used to coach Little League baseball for my stepson, who's now 19, and we played a town called Irondequoit, and they were all what I call it huggy feely, and well, we don't even really like to keep score and stuff like that. Well, you know what? Kids got to learn. To win, you need to do hard work. You lose, you lose. It makes you try harder the next time. And we destroyed those teams. I mean, my kids, I'm hardcore when it comes to coaching. I teach my kids, when you got them down, you don't let it up. You just keep going. You grind them down even more, because it's like that's how you learn. Winners win and losers lose. And I coached Little League for 3 years straight, and we won the championship every year that I was the head coach. Actually, my last year that we coached, we went undefeated. So it was fun to a degree, but then you have to deal with the parents and these other people. That it's nuts. But anyway, getting back on what I was saying, if you have people that are not strong-minded and prepared to do what's necessary, they're just either going to give up or they're going to be killed. I mean, that's just the bottom line. So you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of people that you thought were strong-minded that are actually not strong-minded, that will give up and die because they can't handle how things have changed, and now we have this new way of living, and they don't want to deal with it. It's amazing to me, but you have to do what you have to do. I mean, if you want to survive, it's survival of the fittest. They call it that for a reason. So. Even with what I'm doing now, with when you're working with compromised people, I look at them and I'm going, you know what, they got no shot. I mean, no shot. Somebody who's on a tube feeding, and if things go really, really bad, who's going to feed them? Who's going to take care of them? Who's going to change them? They're going to be done, and it's sad, but it's true. I mean, it's a reality. And you have to be prepared for those realities. So the strong will survive and the weak will not. I mean, and that's, and being strong-minded, that's going to help you. It's the will to live. It's the will to go on. And, and having some advantages along the way helps. Being prepared helps. So, so that's my thing for today. Let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to do a quick video on that subject. I was thinking about that, and you know, when I have a lot of time on my hands, like you know, downtime at work or whatnot, I start thinking about those things, and you know, who's gonna make it, who's not gonna make it, and I just you know, and I think about that, and you know, it'll be a real interesting scenario, that's for sure. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Prepper Nurse 1 off for now.